Joining me now to weigh in on all of that is Oscar Munoz, former chair and CEO of United and a CNBC contributor. Oscar, happy Friday. Good to see you. So I got to say, I mean, United's already been tightening up on frequent flyer miles for non-card holders lately. I don't imagine that's going to help the case that an American Airlines buy would be consumer friendly, no?
Yeah, probably not. The argument is it better off, acquiring American because of its competitive position, its a highly leveraged situation. So you ask yourself the question, is it too big to fail? And of course, theoretically, no one's too big to fail, as we've learned, but it is too big to disappear. So interesting news. Is it a ploy for the JetBlue aspect?
Well,
that's a wonderful Jamie story.
I got to ask you, what scenario is there where we could afford to lose a major airline in the U.S. right now? I mean, we've seen what just the hints of chaos in air traffic control can do to the consumer and economic psyche. I don't even know what that would look like. What does failure mean for a major airline?
Yeah, well, we've seen it, right? TWA, Trans Am way in the background. If you think of the hubs that these big airlines operate, there's such crucial linkage in the world of business for sure, and as well as leisure. And so anything that happens would have to be managed slowly. But again, all of this is hypothetical.
So they are too big to fail at this stage, aren't they? I mean, the age when TWA went out was very different. We don't have as many major airlines with these hubs, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. Too big to disappear would be the I say. I think there'd be a transition of some sort that would bring a little bit of order. But nevertheless, fuel prices dropped. Of course, it's a reset. It's not, we're not out of the woods yet. It's still pretty high versus what it was before. And it certainly helped the stock market. But we're going to hear a lot these coming week about what airlines are thinking.
So then what are the implications of letting the ones that are already so big and essential get bigger? Versus right now what's been happening? Look at Spirit, look at some of these others. The smaller ones have been struggling. Who knows what's happening with Southwest, whether, I don't know if you can say righted the ship when you're talking about airplanes. But isn't it more of a risk if we don't end up with some second and third tier players that are healthy?
Again, purely my opinion, the regulatory aspects are very difficult to manage. There is no question that the smaller players are going to have a really difficult time. JetBlue being one. We've seen Spirit. I don't know how they survived yet another round. A little bit of a, this fuel price will help them a little bit, but I think the consolidation will continue at the lower levels. The higher ones are just going to be much more difficult from a perspective of the government allowing it. We saw it in railroads where I used to work. There was something moving with Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern that was looking really well, and all of a sudden it began to hit some roadblocks. It is a big impact to customers. I don't have enough knowledge to opine on what the impact would be to customers or anyone else in the ecosystem.
You might be the only one with enough knowledge to opine on that from where I sit, but I appreciate the humility. Finally, I want to get in an energy question when it comes to jet fuel. We're just talking about the shortages that it sounds like are coming for the European players. But as we head toward the back half of the year, particularly things like holiday travel, is this a scenario where we're just going to see sky-high prices for flights because of what's already happened with energy earlier in the year?
I don't know what the term sky high is. I think they'll moderate. I think the customer won't see relief in the near term because there's a lag when jet fuel price drops. So you're not going to see that immediate aspect. It is a competitive business. So this concept of skyrocketing or sky high prices will be modulated and moderated by just the competitive aspect. We do have a very strong, and we'll hear again a lot about it this week, demand on the high end seems to be continuing. Tourists, all the vacations, summer travel. There doesn't seem to be any signs of dissipation. So the airlines are feeling bullish, at least the good ones are about able to service those folks. The pricing will be dynamic and it'll be competitive, is what I would say.